25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Its first time out of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He never had a chance to get it to the edge, and first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Second down.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Morton. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Virgil.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. trying to pick up a first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Here comes the heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looking to pass. It's Morton. It's complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it, How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Dogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Trying to slam it.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Morton. He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the Red Raiders need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The Red Raiders come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Shakes off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Douglas. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm cooked. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
And the Red Raiders are in a mess here on third and a mile. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. No way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. fights off a defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love them.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6.
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Rushes on him.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Maybe just trying to get some breathing room to kick it away. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He's going for the big play. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the back. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Frazier. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's caught. It's Frazier. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Not a lot the defense could do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
With jet sweep pass. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the move, it's Frazier. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Douglas. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Pulls it in. It's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Under fire. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Oh, a lot of space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup.
It's a running room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Going for it all. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well.
Looking for the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He'll do it himself. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Fourth down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to the air on second and short. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That's the end of the third quarter. Georgia 27, Texas Tech 14.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Carter. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Morton. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Purdy on the Jets. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Virgil. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me?
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
It's caught. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To throw again. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, and whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the have risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Touchdown, Dogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Tight end now in motion. From the gun. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the... Zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. It's a live ball, and this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going up top again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. They're working that left side. There he goes! Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The 50, the 40, inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raider.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's dealt. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops
that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. After this, it'll be a wrap. They want to throw it. Going for 6. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Morton. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He's at the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell, he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Leaves it with the running back. He's loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the Dogs are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Morton. Here's a heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. He throws a strike to the wide receiver, gets the big fourth down conversion.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Red Raiders brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking to buy time. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Bell. It's a seam wide open. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for room, it's Frazier. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's dealt. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The run from the shotgun. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. QB draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. Oh, it's loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To throw, it's Morton. Right on the money. Wide open spaces. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quick release by the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Open space at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Stockton. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab down the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Thomas. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw at Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly...
Unleashes one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The short hands, it's Branch. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Bell. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, going to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance on fourth down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Carter. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quickly out to the tight end.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Stockton. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Dogs! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir, you go no more. And now, next time he catches it, where's that dude? I'm going to find him. Stay away from him.
That's one the running back would like to have back. He's a good enough player. He's a complete enough running back to be able to make that play. That's why they like throwing them angle routes like that right there.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Unloads it left. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Release to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Might be calling a hot route. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Split backs here.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Georgia 21, Texas Tech 14.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Reads it, fires complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Texas Tech.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. We want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Caught close to the marker. It's dealt. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And throws toward the end zone. Pick off to stop the threat. Trying to take it back.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Looking to scramble. The throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking down the middle. He's got it. First down and more. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
The turnover they desperately needed. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Now, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quarterback may change this route. Snap from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in, it's Bell. Crosses to 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Frazier.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Looking to throw for it. Fires left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Dickey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to...
He wants to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
The defense defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Nowhere to go with it all, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Stockton. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll move the tight end. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident?
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Great job by the back on the option. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. The 40. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring and it's... One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hurricanes will put toe to leather and will get started. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Green. Finds his man, it's Blake. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He is lucky to get that. Back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on third. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Escapes trouble. Buys a little top. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Red pass, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to throw, it's back. Grab near the sticks, it's Bauman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to throw. It's Green. Right down the middle. Working that left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Finds a little space.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Blake. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. On the move to his left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Little shovel pass to the back. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway. So it really...
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Beck. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, did you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. send out this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Finds his man. It's Fletcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw. It's Beck. Working that wide receiver screen. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking for a huge play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
They go to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up.
Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. He wants to change this route. Offense in a bunch formation. Now they'll run it on the toss. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
It'll be 3rd and long. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line.